18 runs in 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, are y'all playing your best baseball, or do you feel like y'all can play better?
Yeah, I mean, after the first game, it was kind of, it's tough, giving that many runs up in 2 innings. But you saw, like, as we've done all year with our offense, we still put up 8 runs against, I think he was the best lefty in the Big 12 this year, and then I think one of our previous starters and then their closer. So certainly if we play OU again, then, we're fully prepared for that.
Y'all have done well against third day or number 3 pitchers. You're probably going to see the Notre Dame's number 3 guy. Do you just expect that you're going to continue that?
Yeah, I mean, that's our expectation, I think, with every game we go into, just our offense, wearing down pitchers. And certainly it's a little bit different, facing same team 3 times in a row, and then they kind of learn about your offense. You learn about how pitching staff works for the other team. So, we just have the same mentality going into each game, and so we'll just do our best as an offense to wear the pitchers down.
I know Coach Schloss has talked to us a couple times about how he wants to continue to build the program, and that the program needs to be built in certain ways, but y'all are sitting here right where you are now. Is it kind of a little bit of a chuckle, like, well, hey, it's pretty built at this point?
Right, and this what you want. The goal is to, win a national title every year, and that just speaks volume to the guys on our team with the transfer portal that came in, and even the freshmen that are playing a big role, and then, to all the coaches that came in and put together a great team in 1 year.
That play you made against Oklahoma, the diving play where you checked second, went to first.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was a lot of people raving about that on the broadcast on Twitter. Have you heard about that one a few times at all? Or?
Yeah, I talked to the announcer after the game about it, actually, and he was just telling me, hey, it was a great job with your footwork there. It was just kind of in the moment play, and didn't really think about it. It just happened so fast.
Was it Eduardo Perez?
Yeah.
That's what did he have to say about it too?
He just kind of introduced himself. He was like, hey, he stopped me in the hallway after I think our team press conference, and was just like, hey, that was a great play, great footwork. That was elite stuff for third baseman.
Coaches mentioned that he likes to have guys who are Boy Scouts away from the field, and then Warriors or whatever word he uses on the field. How do you pull that off? That's probably not always the easiest thing in the world, right?
Yeah, you have people off the field that are looking up to you, and so you have to respect that, but also when you're on the field you have to be a little bit different, have to carry yourself a different way, and have that confidence or swagger on the field, and go out and play baseball.
In the same vein, I know you're one of the guys that's gone on, make sure you signed a few balls afterwards. Is that as cool for you as it is for the kids?
Oh, for sure, because I was in that spot not too long ago. I grew up coming to Aggie games and sitting outside the locker room waiting for players and getting autographs, and at the end of the day, whether you win or lose, the kids don't care. They just think you're their superhero, and it's a good feeling.
Was there one of those interactions or autographs you had standing outside the locker room that sticks out to you that you kind of model after?
No, I thought it was pretty cool that all the little kids wanted pictures with horns down, though.
There are those that are saying that your at bat yesterday might be the most important or whatever ever in A&M baseball history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool feeling. No, it was definitely a game-changing at bat. But looking back, just again speaking volumes to our offense with JT. I think he had a 7 or 8 pitch at bat, and so did Cole. So, maybe I was the one that wore down the pitcher just enough for him to make him good enough pitch and drive in those 2 runs.
Is the longer the game lasts, is that the better for you guys? So you shoot for 5-hour games?
It kind of seems like it at this point. I guess we have the stamina and endurance of doing it all season long, and maybe it is something, maybe it's not, but that is kind of what we've been doing all season.
Did you ever come to Omaha as a kid, CWS?
I have never. I've watched it on TV every year, but this is pretty surreal. Seeing it on TV, growing up every summer, and then actually being here and playing it is awesome.
So you talking about meeting some of the Aggies when you were a kid. Do you have any, maybe one of those players who stands out, or anything along those lines that you met, thinking back on it, or maybe an autograph you still have?
My cousin played here in 2009 to 2011, so I was back when Stripling, Waka, and Naquin were all playing. So getting to know those guys, growing up and coming to games and getting their autographs was pretty cool.
What's the most fun thing you've done here so far, outside of the baseball?
We went to the game. What game was it? It was Auburn and Ole Miss the other night, the night game, and kind of walking around the stadium, kids recognize you and want to take a picture. That was pretty cool, and walking around the stadium, kind of from a fan's perspective, and seeing it, looking out onto the field was pretty cool too. Walking around the stadium and concourse and all that.
Does that give you a little different perspective going back down on the field afterwards?
For sure. It's like, you notice like how many people and how many eyes are on you when you're on the field, which is pretty cool. Like I said earlier, all those little kids think you're their superhero and playing for something bigger.
Oh, what do you know about Notre Dame?
We haven't talked about it, so I know a little bit. I watched the game that they played Tennessee, and I know they played well. I saw that their pitcher struggled a little bit last night, but we're just gonna go and play our brand of baseball and figure it out. So that's all I got.